Good old celery juice. Start the live. We got some more right here. Gotta top it up. Here we go. Get it in you. Welcome everybody. We're live. This is my weekly live on Instagram. Got a little bit of a tickle in my throat, but getting that celery juice in me. I'm doing well, thank you. You know when you wake up in the morning, sometimes you get a bit of a scratch in your throat? I have one of those. But spirits are good. Celery juice is going down. Had my lemon water this morning. I'm happy. So what are we doing today? We're doing our weekly chat. You share with me what's going on. You request to join. We got the little camera button at the bottom. You can request to join. I can hang out with you guys. And you can share with me what you're passionate about, what you love doing, what you're working on, creative projects, going to school. I love to get a chance to meet people and just hang out with them and get to see what you're about, where you live, what you're interested in, and what you love. So I'm going to answer a few questions just as people start rolling in here and say hello. Yes, celery juice, get it. It's great in the mornings. I got my dad drinking celery juice, and he used to have digestive issues in the morning, but now he drinks just celery juice, and they're gone. So it's really good for you. Just straight celery, nothing else, no lemon, no apple juice. If you want to get sweet celery juice, make sure you get celery that's a lighter color. The dark green stuff that's really thin celery stalks, that's really bitter. So if you get really wide and like a lighter green, it's going to be a sweeter celery. So that's the stuff you want. Actually, I do like the taste of it. It's just sometimes at the bottom, you'll get a little bit more of the bitter stuff. But if you get a nice, like I said, a nice light celery, it's really sweet. It's great. So hit that request to join button. Yes, it's salty, Lisa. Yeah, it's got a bit of salt to it. I like to do coconut water than celery juice, kind of days, rotate the days, just to kind of balance it out. Well, Kathy, good on you for having a healthy green drink. Yes, J Kai 1163. I'm going to be doing this every week. So yeah, if you can't chat tonight, I'll see you next week. The celery from Harris Farm Markets is really good. Okay, where's Harris Farm Markets? Good question here from Jay Warner. Drinking celery juice, from the way I've understood it from Anthony William, who's the guy who started the celery juice juicing idea, is that it's like when you make tea and you like boil the water, you pour it over the tea bag, and then it goes into the water, and then you drink it. It tastes really good. So you're condensing the medicine. So you're extracting all the fiber, and you're just getting all those mineral salts that are really healthy for your body, repair the stomach and the acids in the stomach, cleanse you out. You're just getting all that concentrated, so you can get it right into the stomach on an empty stomach too. That's important. And so that's what he advises. He's got a whole book. Anthony William, the medical medium guy, has a whole book on celery juice. You can also look it up on his website for free, and you can read about that there. But that's the way I understand it. Okay, Danica, I see you've requested to join. That's great. Yeah, so there's a button up at the bottom there that you can hit, and you request to join the call. And then we'll bring up some people here once I'm done my celery juice. And we'll hang out. Mrs. Mary, I am up to podcasting, making movies. So I'm heading to Canada in a few days. I'm going to hang out with good old Carrie James, who I worked with on the Heartland show. And we're going to be working on a film, so I'm excited for that. What else? Just signed up for some fitness training and nutrition training, which I'm excited about. What else? Yeah, I think that's kind of the main focus is podcasting, I have 2 podcasts now, Time Has Come and Divine Timing with Paula Solero. And we're doing that one, twice a month? So that was fun. I have a new podcast coming out probably in a week. I just got the final edit from my editor yesterday, and it's looking amazing, so I'm really happy with that one. And then, I'm going to head to Canada and work on a film with Kerry James. So we're going to sit down and write that. No, I'm not full-time in Australia right now, but I have spent a lot of time in the past 6 months here. It's been fantastic. But I'm heading back to Canada for a month Tuesday. Yeah, so awesome, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna pop over to the questions here. Good. We have, as I said before, and I'll say it again. When people ask me if I'm coming back to Heartland, or they miss me on Heartland, I appreciate that. I appreciate the impact that story and that character had on people's lives. It's always a nice compliment to know that people miss the character on the show. So thank you. But the answer is no. I won't be coming back to the Heartland show, and but you'll probably see a new video every other month on YouTube saying that I am, because people watch it and it gets views. So they're like, oh, we're making money. Let's make another one. Okay. What else we got here? All right. Yes, Julianne. Good night. I do post these after I record them. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Like I said, I got a little scratch in my throat, but this is important to me to do a weekly hangout and hang out with you guys, and answer questions, and then just also learn about you and where you're at and what's going on with you. So yeah, Anna says, was it fun working on Supernatural? Yeah, I'll tell you a quick story about that. When I first went in to shoot the episode, the first time I was on the show, it was the character was, I can't remember, Tommy, I think his name was. I don't know if that's right. He was camping with his friends, and the monster guy attacks and rips apart the tents and whatever. Anyways, I thought, because I lived in, we shot this in Vancouver, I thought we'd shoot this outside, in the forest. We got great forests out there. No, we shot it in a sound studio, like in a film studio. And they built an entire forest inside the studio with trees that weren't real trees, but they were like, fake looking trees, but they were massive trees, as if they were like trees out, on the west coast of Canada. And they had the dirt, and it was all like hilly. It was amazing. It was probably like not quite half a football field, but it was pretty close to that. It was massive. And I remember walking in there and being like, man, so many people came together to make the inside of a forest look real. and just so that we can shoot this scene with a monster attacking our tents. And I get it now, because they can control the weather. It's not raining. They can control the lights. They can do so much more inside a studio. So that's why they built that, and they had the budget for it. But it was really fun to film. Jensen and Jared were great to work with. Jared was very friendly. And even when I came back to do my character came back on the show, he came into the hair and makeup trailer and he said hello and says, good to see you back. So I thought that was really kind of him. He didn't have to do that. He probably sees so many actors come through the show, and he came up and made sure he said hello and welcome back. So I thought that was really cool. He's a really good guy. So I had a really good time on that show. And then the second time I came back, if you guys have seen the episode, my character's head blows up. So they put little black dots on my head, and it's for the computers to track my face. And then when my head blows up, they could stretch my face and do that fun stuff. So that was fun. Yeah. Oh, good. You've met him too. Pure Aquarius says you've met him twice. Yeah, very nice gentleman. Someone keeps getting kicked out of the live. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's happening. Oh, nice. Kathy's sitting on the deck and chilling. That's great. Me too. I'm just sitting here drinking my celery juice, enjoying the sunny weather. It's 11 o'clock here. The premise of the movie I'm going to do, can't share it yet. Once we're done with that, I'll share that publicly. Or once it's ready, I'll share that. But oh yeah, Anna Storm. That was a movie I shot a while ago too. That was fun. I was stuck under a tree out in the woods. Yeah, that was fun. Oh, hey, Raf Cole. This is the first time being on live. I'm grocery shopping and I see you live. This is cool. Yeah, cool. Well, enjoy your grocery shop. Basically what I do, I'm just hanging out. When I finish my juice, we'll bring people up and we'll start chatting. When does your head blow up? It was in the second time I was on the show. I think it was in the 10th season, I think. And it's in the opening of the episode, I believe. I think it's in the opening of the episode. He gets all freaked out, and the character's girlfriend is like, "What's going on with you?" And he's like screaming, and he's like running away, and then like he's in like a cabin or something, and his head starts to like expand, and it's just like hurting, and he's like grabbing his head. He's like, "Ah!" And then he's like, "Bam!" Pops. That's the type of show, Supernatural. Excuse me. Larna sitting on the couch chilling. Perfect. Yeah, sometimes you need that, right? Just relax. Just take some downtime. Greetings to Amber Lecano. Yes, I still know Amber. Yeah, the weather is really nice here. So the funny thing is, this is like winter in Australia, and I think it was like 18 or 19 degrees yesterday. And I was like, this is like a nice summer day. But apparently it's winter in Australia here. So yeah, it's good weather out here in Australia. It gets hotter in the summer too, which is nice. Oh, great. Thanks, Joanna, for joining Substack. Yeah, so if you head on to timehascome.com or divinetimingpodcast.com, those are both the websites for my podcasts, and they're both hosted by Substack. I'll take a little minute here. If you guys don't know what Substack is, I really recommend you guys check it out. The content and the format and the type of people they are creating stuff is just, from my experience, I've been on there for a few years now, I think 3 or 4 years, and it's good. It's high quality stuff. Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, they're more attention grabbing stuff, so it's more like fast paced, like ADD, sort of like zzz. But Substack, I enjoy more because it's a slower, higher quality sort of stream of content and people that are creating things there. So I've been really impressed with their platform, and then they also make it so that you can have memberships and stuff. So if people want to become members and support your work, you can do it through there, and their revenue sharing is better. So it doesn't cost anything to start, but then I think they take somewhere like 10 to 15% of what you charge others, which in comparison is really good. Most platforms take like 25 to 30%. So they have a good revenue sharing model, and very simple layouts, and just it's good quality. So if you're someone who's creating, who's writing, I was speaking last week with someone who was writing a book, and I was sharing about some of the ways that I had used Substack to promote my upcoming work and create a community. And if you're someone who is writing poetry, writing a book, creating content, Substack is a really good way to create community. It doesn't have the biggest reach yet as Instagram, but it's a great place to create. If you're a writer, especially, if you're a journalist, you're a poet, anyone who really wants to share their gifts in a way that's a bit more peaceful, a bit more people with a bit more attention span to appreciate what you have to share. Substack is more of a long form content platform, although they do have short form content. it's just, it doesn't feel like you're caffeinated when you're when you're experiencing it. You know, Instagram, TikTok, these things, it feels like you're caffeinated. Everything's like bam, bam, bam. You know, so all right, celery juice is done. Oh, see the last little bit, very bitter. Okay, let's see who we got here. Boop. A big round of applause for Danica. Welcome to the stage, Danica. Throw your little clapping emojis in the chat. Come on, Danica. Hopefully it works. Is she still there? Danica, are you still there? Can you join? Hit the accept button. Maybe Danica's unable to join at this moment. Thank you for the clapping in the chat to welcome Danica to the stage, but I don't think it's kind of like in the audience when you pick up a name and it's like, is so and so won the prize? Are they here? And everyone's looking around like, are they here? So I give a bit of time for people to join in case they were, you know, grocery shopping or something and they put their phone down. But it looks like Danica might not be able to join us. So thanks for all the claps and she's unable to join. So we're gonna bring up Tully. So thank you for all the claps. These claps are now for Tully. Tully, welcome to the stage. Let's see where Tully is in the world and what they love. Come on, Tully. We're cheering for you. We had a drum roll. Wouldn't that be fun? Turn up my volume. Come on, Tully. Oh, Danica's back. Oh, now you're back, Danica. Okay, let's see if we can get you back. Sorry, Tully. Maybe Tully can join too, but Danica, I've just sent you. Danica, there she is. Okay, so you were driving. That's what happened.
I was just connecting to my thing in my car.
Oh, you with the car, the phone connecting to the car?
Yeah, my husband installed like a sound system thing in my car. So, how are you doing? Are you doing good?
I'm good. Good to chat with you, Danica. I'm happy we made this work. Sometimes, you know, it's the technology, but I'm happy that you joined.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I actually applied last year because I think you've met my son once before when I did a free thing with you.
Okay.
And I actually applied last year, and I actually got to be part of Heartland's Fan Day last year.
Oh, fun. How was that?
It was so hot sitting at the Millerville Rodeo Ground.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
In like 35, 36-degree heat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they don't pay you, right?
Yeah, no, it's a free show up and watch the production day. Yeah.
And then this year I applied again, and I got picked. But I did not go because I was actually out camping for my son's birthday up at Callaway Park just outside of Calgary, so I did not go this year.
Oh, nice. Well, the camping was probably funny. You probably get some shade too.
Well, this year they actually did a night one.
Oh, okay.
They wanted you there at 8:30, and you were there till like 1 or 1:30 in the morning. My girlfriend said, and I was just like, no. They did a night shoot this time for Fan Day.
Oh, wow, that's weird. What was the story? Do you remember?
Yeah. I don't know. It was some rodeo scene.
At night. Oh, okay. Rodeo at night.
Yeah, they wanted a night shoot this time, but like I said, I applied and I got picked because I live in Lethbridge, so I'm like 2 hours away. Like I'm super close to the set.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so now everyone knows where you live. Danica, tell us about what you love to do. You love to go camping, obviously, because you went camping.
I love to go camping. I'm a horseback rider, so I have a couple horses. I absolutely love going horseback riding when I get my chance.
Nice.
I spend a lot of time. Can you say hi, Ethan? Say hi, Graham.
Hey, Ethan.
Hi,
Graham. Good to see you, buddy.
And we're getting ready to head to BC.
Oh, nice.
My husband actually works in the movie industry, Graham.
Oh, okay, nice. What does he do?
Yeah, as a Class 1 transportation driver, so he's Yeah, so he's worked on like My Life with the Walter Boys with Alicia Newton, and
Oh, fun.
so I've met Alicia, I've met Scott.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, last year Ethan and I just drove up to High River because I seen that they're shooting in High River last year. I got to meet Chris Potter and Sean Johnston, and yeah, it was, you know, I absolutely love it. You know what I
That's
mean? And
awesome.
Heartland, like, I'm happy that they're shooting season 19, and yeah.
That's so cool. That's so cool,
That's so
Danica.
cool.
So
Well,
when are you coming home?
so I'm going back to
So I'm going back
Canada
to
next Tuesday.
Canada next Tuesday.
So come in a few
You're in
days.
Australia, right?
Yes, down under.
Yeah. What's the weather like? Is it warm?
Right now, I don't have the temperature right at hand, but it's probably around 16 degrees, maybe 18 degrees, somewhere in there Celsius, which is great. It's you
Oh,
know,
really?
it's like a nice sunny day today. Um,
I've never been, but I want to go so bad.
yeah, there's a big horse culture down here too. There's lots of Heartland fans in Australia as well. It's a beautiful
Yeah.
country, and it's very most people live along the coast, like along the coast of the country. So I went on a road trip recently, and that was really fun. Just explored maybe 25% of the coastline, but that was great. The weather's great. I'm looking forward to coming back to Canada, going to see Kerry James in Alberta there
I
in
love Kerry. I absolutely
yeah.
love him. He was at Fan Day last year, and I absolutely love him.
Yeah, that's awesome, Danica.
I
That's
love
awesome.
all of you guys. I'm just like, yeah, like I absolutely love all of you guys on Heartland. Like,
So, Danica, that's great. I want to ask you about yourself. What do you have any creative outlets that you work on? Do you write? Do you paint? Is there anything that you like to do
no,
for
I
fun?
don't. I'm a house cleaner, so I'm busy working all
Oh,
the
you got a lot of
time.
work on your, yeah, okay.
I have my own little house cleaning company, so I'm super busy with house cleaning. And then Ethan's out of school right now, and husband's supposed to be going back to work because he's been off for a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm just trying to
Yeah.
juggle everything.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, good on you, and
And
I'm
then
happy to.
we're getting ready. It's my dad. My dad is turning 70 beginning of August.
Oh,
So
nice.
we're all heading out to Williams Lake. I don't know if you've heard of Williams Lake,
Yeah,
BC.
yeah.
So I'm from Williams Lake, and so my parents live like 45 minutes outside of Williams Lake. So we're all heading out there. There's gonna be like 18 or 19 minutes at my mom and my dad's house. Like we're having a big surprise party for my dad. My dad doesn't know a single thing.
Oh, that's fun. Awesome,
Yeah,
Danica.
we do lots of camping, and yeah, we go to. Do you know where Callaway Park is, Graham?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we've been there a couple times. We love it. We go on the rides. We go camping up at Callaway, and yeah, we love it.
That's awesome, Danica. Well, give my best to
So,
Ethan
Graham,
and
can I ask
yourself
you a
and your family.
question?
Yes,
Have
go
you
ahead.
have you ridden any horses since you've been in Australia, or do you still ride?
No, I haven't. I haven't ridden any horses here yet. I don't know anyone with horses yet, so I have to meet some people with horses before I can ride. But
Do you
yeah,
miss working on Heartland? Do you miss working on Heartland? Because that's a lot of people's asking. Why did he get killed off? And does he miss working on Heartland? And
well, yeah, I'll take this opportunity to answer that question. But I'm going to do that after we end this, and then I'll answer that because I
can you
think that's a
say
good
goodbye to
question.
Graham?
But I want to say
Say
goodbye to
bye.
Ethan. Yeah, goodbye, Ethan.
Say bye, Ethan.
Bye.
Say bye,
See
Graham.
you, buddy.
We met him.
All
Thank
right,
you
see
so
you,
much, Graham,
Danica.
for picking. Really.
Cheers. All right. Yeah, so I guess, every time I go live, there's people maybe that haven't seen a previous live or haven't heard me talk about this, so I have to share the story. I'm very grateful for the time that I had on Heartland and the shows, the episodes and the stories that I was a part of. It was fantastic, and it really shaped my life and gave me an opportunity to learn about the film industry and also about working with amazing people. Other talented artists and production and crew and whatnot. Fantastic. I miss the collaborative creative effort. I was on set the other day shooting something, and I was like, oh man, I love this. I love the creative process of finding the scene, finding the moment, creating something, because you have the script and you have the idea of what you want to make. And on the day, sometimes you just do it exactly like it is on the paper, but most of the time you find something new, or you don't have the conditions to meet this script exactly how it was intended. So you kind of have to be creative. Like, well, we don't have enough time, or the sun's going down, the weather's changed. Like, how do we make this scene come alive given the circumstance that we have here? And so that's my favorite thing, is being creative in the moment, trying our best to use what we have to bring the story to life. And I'll tell you a quick story of an example of this. In the scenes for Ty when he's in Mongolia and he gets kidnapped by the guys on the road in Mongolia, and they're like, get in the truck, and Ty and his friend are forced into the truck. It was scripted as just they kind of like come out of nowhere and they point their guns and they say, get in the truck. And then, the characters, going and they get in the truck. And I said, it feels like it needs to be more dramatic. It feels like there needs to be something, the stakes have to be shown that this is for real. And otherwise it's just kind of like, Ty and Batar. I think that's how you pronounce his name. We're just, okay, well, you got guns, okay, we'll go in the truck. But we don't know these characters. We don't know what they're like. We never seen them before. So I said, I think it would be great if one of the bad guys took a shotgun and he fired a shot into the air to basically say, we mean business. And before that, Ty and Batar can be like, protesting and being like, no, like we're just traveling here, like it's okay, like don't worry, like trying to get themselves out of the situation. And then when the gun fires, it's like, whoa, they mean business. Okay, we're moving, like just relax, kind of thing, right? Because otherwise, it just felt it just felt fake. It didn't feel real. And so we got the shotgun loaded with a blank, so you're not actually shooting anything. It's just the sound, right? And we hooked it all up and got it ready, and we shot the scene that way. And so that's just a small example of little moments like that where, as an actor, you're working with the director and the writer and the producers and all the different creative people on set, and you're like, how do we bring this to life while honoring our characters, honoring the story, and then also honoring the conditions that we have on set? Like, we only have so much time. The sun is only up for so long, so many hours in the sky. Bata was his name. Thank you. Sorry, Bata, not Batar. Bata. Yeah, and so that's what I miss, is working with great people. I miss obviously the crew and the friends that I have that are on the Heartland show, but I love that creative process of showing up in the morning. You have your sides. You're like, okay, this is what we're. Got a hair hanging off my face here. We're trying to make this script work and find the story in here and bring it to life given the circumstances that we have. So it's very different than filmmaking. TV is, you got to keep moving because you're filming one episode as the last episode that you filmed is being edited. And so it's kind of like you kind of have to keep it moving. Otherwise you get behind and, the episode has to air at a certain point. So you have to be very careful that you don't get carried away with your creative ideas. They have to be doable. They have to serve the story, and they have to honor the characters, right? So it's a really fun process of creative collaboration and problem solving within in a very short time frame very often. Whereas with a movie, especially higher budget movies, they have lots of time. They can just be like, it's not working. We're going to fly to another country and start shooting something else right now. This isn't working. We got the weather's not right. We'll go somewhere else. They have that luxury of just shifting and changing plans because they have the money to spend. So that's a big difference between TV, especially the Canadian show Heartland that I worked on, and on a big budget film when it comes to making it work. So yeah, Brett Kissel's in the house. Hey, Brett, or Irene saying hi, Brett. I'm not sure if you're here, Brett, but hey, buddy, how's the Stampede, man? I've been seeing videos of the Calgary Stampede, and it's just been popping off. People are having a great time. So we're going to be doing more people joining live here. So if you want to join live, hit that button and at the bottom of your screen there, and you can join live. Oh, the question of why I left Heartland. Okay, that was the question. Okay, yes, people answer that too. I will answer that question as well. Oh, cool. Pure Aquarius is saying that she's going to university for moving image production. Fun. I did that as well. That was great. Um, April, you keep checking your mail for your poetry cards. Curious when you get them. They're in the mail, April. So it normally takes a couple of weeks. So just stay patient. And if they don't arrive in a couple of weeks, just send an email to admin@grahamwardleonline.com, and we will make sure that we get them to you. If there's maybe they got lost in the mail or something, stuff happens. We'll make sure we get that to you. Okay, so we got half an hour left before Instagram cuts us off, so we'll bring up some more people here. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's questions. We don't want questions. We want to chat with people live. All right, so this is what I like to do. This person. Jazzy. Jazzy, Jazzy. Come on, Jazzy. Send those claps in the chat. Welcome Jazzy to the stage. Hopefully Jazzy's able to click those buttons. See you, Teresa. Come on, Jazzy. Is it going to work? We're waiting for Jazzy here. I hit the request to join button. You guys are awesome. Thanks for dropping the claps, the clapping emojis for Jazzy. Come on, Jazzy. Hopefully it works here. All right, Jazzy, I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. No Jazzy. Okay, Jazzy. Sorry, we're going to have to move to the next person. Heather. Heather's up next. Heather. Heather, all these claps are now for you. Welcome to the stage, Heather. If her phone connects. That's what we hope. We hope that Heather can connect because everybody's cheering for you, Heather. What do we think? I just saw that Jazzy was unable to join, so maybe she declined or phone didn't work. Excuse me. Patiently waiting, but we can't see her. Yeah. Okay. Well, Heather, I'm gonna try one more time here. Where are you, Heather? Heather is unable to join. Okay. Well, we're just gonna pick somebody new here then. Jeff Jansen. Is it Jeff Jansen? Jensen. Sorry, Jeff. Jeff Jensen. Let's try Jeff. Jeff joined. There we go.
Hey,
Jeff, how are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. Where are you right now?
Right now, I'm out in my garage
Nice. What you
with my
doing?
air conditioner going.
Oh, good.
What am I doing? Well, I'm talking to you.
Yeah. That's awesome. Were you
No,
working on anything in the garage or just hanging out?
I'm kind of just hanging out. But, I'm trying to get a generator started for a guy,
Oh, yeah.
and I just got done in the garden not too long ago.
Oh, nice.
So
Good stuff. How was the day? Was it a good day?
it was up until about 3 o'clock, and then we got some heavy rain.
Oh, where are
So
you? Where in the
we
States
got
are you?
about 2 inches.
Oh, wow.
So, what part of Australia are you in?
I'm in Sydney. Where in America are you?
I'm in northern Minnesota, north of Duluth.
Okay, nice. And have you guys been getting floods too, or is it just a little bit of rain right now?
We're just getting the rain. The way we talk up here on floods, if the mine pit ever filled up, then we'd have to worry about it.
Okay.
So, no, we're usually at all the water going south.
Right. That's good. So you guys are okay then.
Oh yeah, oh
Oh,
yeah.
that's good. So Jeff,
So
tell everybody watching. what you really love to do. What is Jeff all about? What just sparks your fancy?
Uh, Gardening and yard work.
Oh yeah, okay. So you like to plant? You got like lots of plants and stuff that you're growing some food.
Oh yeah, I got to. And then I help out other people doing their gardens too.
Oh, awesome,
So there's
awesome.
some older ladies that they can go out and harvest it and stuff, but it's hard for them to plant it and get everything ready. So
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
that.
do you film your work? Like, do you put your phone up on like a little tripod or something and do like a time lapse of you doing all the work and stuff?
No, I'm not that technical.
Well, you got me going live right now with me. You're pretty technical.
Well, yeah, I can take pictures, but I don't know how to put them on camera or
Oh,
on
okay,
film
okay.
or
Have you
post or
seen
anything. So,
have you seen those videos where guys do yard work? They like cut the grass and they trim the lines and stuff, and they do it like a time lapse, and you watch them take like a yard that's super overgrown and they make it look all nice. Have you ever seen those videos?
oh yeah, I've seen a few of them. Yeah.
I watch those videos all the time. They're so satisfying to watch. It's so fun to like see things get cleaned up and look really nice, especially when
Yeah.
it's overgrown.
And I give them a like on them because they're doing it for nothing. They're helping out the community.
Well, that's what it
So
sounds like you're doing too. You're helping people out that can't do it. And I was just thinking it'd be
yeah,
fun to see time lapse videos of you doing that, Jeff. I think that would be great.
yeah. Maybe someday I'll get my daughter or my grandson to come
Yeah.
over and do it for me.
Yeah, just ask him to help you set it up, and then that way the whole work that you've done for the day, you can have it like a little 30-second time lapse video you can post, and then people can be like, "Yeah, nice job."
If you see me working that fast, I'd probably be falling over.
Well, that would make a great video then.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh
Well, that's awesome, Jeff. Well, good to chat with you, and
yes.
I wish you all the best and continue on with the gardening, and hopefully I'll see some of your videos in the future.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see what can happen. So we'll keep this to cast whenever they come out.
Awesome. Awesome. All right.
So,
Cheers. Thank you.
all right. You bet.
See ya.
You bet. Bye.
Oh, that was great. Jeff, the gardener. Yeah, so you can on your camera, Jeff, if you're still able to hear this, if you go to your camera, you can take photos depending on what phone you're on. But most phones now have a time lapse feature, and you can just put your phone up. You can even if you don't have a tripod, you can just set it up against the a wall or something. You just prop it up, and then hit the time lapse feature, and then it basically takes a photo every few seconds, and then when you're done, you hit stop. It'll compile that all into a video, and it makes it look like you're moving really fast. So, Jeff, you could even do that, and then you don't even have to. Like even if you didn't fall down, you could pretend that you fall down, and then you would capture that in the video, and then it'd be a it'd be a fun thing for people to watch. Yeah, just a thought, that's just a fun idea. I love watching those videos of people. If you guys have never seen them, a lot of guys that do yard work, they will go around the town and find homes that maybe someone can't afford it, or the house is abandoned, or something, and the yard is overgrown, and they go up and they ask the owner, can they cut the grass for free? They just want to film it and use it for promotions on their YouTube or their Instagram account to promote their business. And so most people say yes because they get free yard work done. And then it's super satisfying for the audience because you get to see this, transformation. And then it helps him out as well because he now has basically a great marketing material for his business and what a good job he does. So it's a win all around. I love that. So um, that was what I was talking about with Jeff there. I think it'd be fun for him to do as well. Yes. So, hello to Kara, and Kyla. Hey guys, you're in the grocery store with your mom. Sounds like. Heather says, "I watch those too. Love it. Yeah, they're the best to watch." Grandma Miller says, "I don't write poetry, but I've been journaling some of my childhood memories for my kids. I never knew much about my parents childhoods and wish I'd asked them before they passed. Beautiful, Grandma Miller. I love that. So for those of you who do like to write, we're going to be doing a new writing challenge on timehascome.com coming up very shortly. We've done 2 now? 3 now? 2. I think we've done 2 now. Writing challenges. And so whether you write poetry or not, this new writing challenge is going to be more open. The previous 2 challenges have been poetry, but this next challenge is going to be open. So if you don't write poetry and you just want to journal, or you write a story, or any type of writing, creative writing, that's what this next challenge is going to be for. So if you head on to timehascome.com and you sign up, there's a writing section there that you can be a part of, and the new writing challenge will appear there when it's ready. So I'm excited for that one. I was driving the other day and I just had this idea of like, and then I had a great confirmation the other day when I was watching a live stream, or it was a podcast with David White, and he was talking about his writing practice, and I was like, this is exactly what our challenge is about. So it was cool. It was cool to get that little confirmation of a very well established poet and writer talking about the things that we're going to be working on in our next challenge. So I was stoked about that. Kat says, when do you do your podcast? Well, my next episode is coming out probably in a few days here. Actually, we just, like I said, I just got the final edit done. My editor sent that to me and it's looking great. I went out to a park that sounds like watermelon, but it's not watermelon. It's like Walla Halala or something. I can't remember the name of it. I should know the name of it, but I don't remember it. And I went out and shot my intro and my outro to the podcast. I like to do some fun stuff while I'm shooting podcasts. Preferably, I love to shoot all my podcasts outside, but sometimes, like when I'm in Australia and I have a guest that's in another country, I have to do it virtually. And then so I'm like, well, maybe I can shoot my intros, my outros with some beautiful backgrounds in nature and such. Because that to me is the most enjoyable thing to watch. If you have to, you can shoot in your home, but a lot of podcasts are shot in like, a square box. You're just in a room, and which is fine. You focus on the conversation. My preference is to, as much as I can, shoot outside. If you've seen some of my podcasts already, you'll see I like to shoot around a campfire. I've done a few episodes like that. My next live will be next week, same time, same place. So so my podcast, that's how I do it. That's how I like to do it. My goal is to have more consistent guests and get more episodes done quicker. The whole process, I'm learning how to streamline and work it out so that we can speed things up. There's a lot of, when you're starting something, you either have to invest. Well, no, if you do that, then it's not always the best path forward. This is why it's really important to honor where you're at with what you have, because there's a reason for that. This is what I personally believe. You might not have enough money to make it a podcast or a movie the way other people make it, but I personally believe that you have exactly what you need to take the next step. And so instead of, seeing your limitations or the constraints that you have as like, oh, I can't do it because I don't have these things that these people have, you can start a podcast with your phone. There are apps on your phone. You can just literally record with your phone. You don't have to have all this fancy gear. And you can just start a podcast like that. And there's no excuses, really, because, if you have a smartphone, you can do a lot of this stuff for almost free. Substack, free. They host your podcast for free. So you don't even have to pay for hosting. I pay for hosting. I didn't know. Well, Substack wasn't around when I started my podcast. At least I didn't know of it. So I pay for my podcast hosting. But a lot of services now include that as a part of being, on their network or on their platform. So there's a lot of these tools that are available for free. And so my point being is that it's really important that I've learned. It's really important for me to make the best use of the resources I have. And what I have learned is that there's a reason for that. And that's because you work out the kinks. If you grow too fast and you haven't worked out the kinks, it's kind of like a tire that's loose, and a little wobble when you're going slow. It's not that bad. You might not even feel it. But then when you go really fast, that wobble gets crazy, and then boom, your tire flies off, and then you've crashed, right? So the value in understanding and working with what you have now and working out those kinks is you refine that. So you're like, there's a bit of a wobble. Let's fix that now before I hire all these people and expand and grow really quickly. Because that wobble, if we don't fix it, could completely derail the train, the project. So you got to work on those wobbles. And so that's what I've been doing is I've been working on these little things that have come up along the way of like, okay, that needs to be improved. How do we improve that? Okay, I don't want to copy and paste what all these other people have done. I want to create space for creativity and for flexibility and to kind of like feel into each episode of how we want to present it. So even though it's called a podcast, I try to kind of have more fun and explore more with it as best I can with the resources that I have. And so yeah, so as I'm growing and as I'm creating more podcasts, I'm kind of working out those kinks. Yes, I do earn money. That's literally how I live. I earn money from my podcast. So I don't do commercials, which I'd say 90% of podcasts do commercials. I don't do commercials on my podcast. What I do instead is I have a membership. So if you're a member of timehascome.com, the benefits are you get to be a part of the writing challenges, you get to be a part of the community there. We do podcast after parties, which I think is a great perk. So if I interview a guest that you really like and you're a member, you then get to join a big Zoom call with all the other members and you get to have a conversation with all of us. And so you can see all the other people on screen. You can raise your hand, just like here on Instagram. You can request to join, and you can ask your question to the guest, or you can put it in the comments, and then we can answer them. And we basically continue the conversation. So similar to like if you've ever been to a movie premiere, and the actors and the director and the writer are there, and you can kind of like raise your hand. You go up to the microphone. You can ask a question about the movie. I kind of used that idea, and I was like, well, what if we did that with a podcast, and then that way the audience can contribute and also ask questions and be a part of the conversation as well. So that's how I live is I have a membership, and then also some people, which I'm super grateful for, have really been impacted by my work and my podcast, and they donate money to my podcast to support it. The tricky thing is, which I'm very careful about, is there are so many scammers that will pretend to be me. So I try not to talk about that because I don't want the scammers in the comments or below this video or on Facebook or wherever else to pretend to be me, because I get messages all the time from people that have been scammed, and they're like, I sent you $80,000. Like, you didn't send me $80,000, you sent a scammer $80,000. And it's just so sad that there's these people out there that will take advantage of other people and steal their money. And so there's a lot of lonely people out there, and there's other people in the world that are taking advantage of that, and they're pretending to be celebrities like myself and others, and they fake a relationship with this person, and then they fake being sick, or they fake needing money or whatever, and then that kind-hearted person, sends money, whether it be to me or to some other celebrity. So you'll be very careful with that. So that's why I encourage people, just join timehascome.com. I don't want to talk about donations, but I do want to say thank you for those people that have donated to the podcast. All those official links are in my bio. But most importantly, I just want you to enjoy the podcast. That's why the podcast is free. If you want to join the after party, come on over to timehascome.com, join as a member, and you can join the after party. It's super fun, and you get the writing challenges and everything else in the community as well. Yeah. Yes, it is sad. Yes, I have a podcast. It's called Time Has Come. And I have another one called Divine Timing with Paula. Both of those are, you can find them on Substack. You can find them on all the platforms. So Divine Timing, Time Has Come, 2 podcasts. You can see, I think my latest reel is a collaboration with Divine Timing. So you can also follow the Instagram there too as well. Clarissa says, how do I join your podcast? Well, Clarissa, you can send an email to, what's the email address? I think it is contact@timehascomepodcast.com. Timehascomepodcast.com. You know what? I don't know if that's the email address, so don't send an email there. I'll have to look at I have a lot of different email addresses. I'm not sure what the one is, but best to send an email to admin@grahamwardleonline.com, because that's my assistant's email, and I will get it through there. So if you're somebody who knows a guest that should be on the podcast, or you would like to be on the podcast and you have something to share that you think is really valuable, admin@grahamwardleonline.com is the email. Thank you, Sherry, for being part of Time Has Come. Yes, we have many members from Time Has Come on the live with us here, and they can attest to that. It's a great platform. It's a great community that they have really made it what it is, and I'm very grateful for that. What is the address to get the poetry postcard, says Gail. The address, it's It's on my website. So if you go to my mailing, if you go to my website, the contact page, you can see it there. I'm betting somebody on my live will actually be able to tell you what it is, and they'll post it, and then I'll pin that comment. So if you know the mailing address, because I don't have it off the top of my head, and I'm using my phone right now, so I can't scroll through. But if you have that PO box mailing address and you want to post it to the comments, I will pin that for other people to see. If you can't hear me, Kat, you got to turn up your phone. Well, thank you, Sarah, for being a part of the community as well. Can I release my books in Spanish? I do think I have my first book in Spanish. There's Irene. Thank you, Irene. I will pin that comment. I knew Irene was going to do it. Thank you, Irene. Yeah, so if you want it, the pinned comment is the mailing address. If you want to send me a piece of mail, I will send you a poetry postcard back for free. We have the ones for purchase as well. There's a 5-pack for purchase with an autograph card from me. Or if you want the free one, you can just send a letter to the the post office box in the pinned comment. Yes, thank you, Irene. Yeah, send a letter there, and my assistant will grab that, and then we'll have it one of those poetry postcards in an envelope and sent off to you. It's just something fun I thought would be cool. And then actually, because I created that one, people were like, hey, like I want to buy this. I was like, no, it's for free. And they're like, oh, but I think it'd be cool if you like made a bunch of this and then we could buy them. I was like, oh, sure. So I created 5 of the most requested poems that people enjoyed. I made a poetry card for each of those 5 poems, and then I made a video with each of those poems to go along with it. You scan the QR code, and then you can watch the video of me talking about the poem. So I created that, and those are for sale on my website as well. If you want 5 of them. Yeah, and Lisa says, can we get Graham's cool green hoodie with the logo on it? Yes, so this is only for sovereign creators. So part of timehascome.com, we have the sovereign creators, which are the members that are creating in their life something that is from their hearts, that they feel guided to, that they want to shape and craft their life in a way that is connected to their gifts, to love, to God, however you see that, and they are carving their own path in life. And so I created this group called the Sovereign Creators. We do monthly chats as well, and I also created some specific merchandise for the Sovereign Creators. And this hoodie is one of the pieces of merchandise. So you only get this if you can only have access to this, I should say, if you are a Sovereign Creator. So in our last chat, we gave a bunch of the merchandise away for Sovereign Creators. We got hoodies, we got track pants, which I'm also wearing. You can't see them, and t-shirts and women's crop tops and all fun things. So yeah, it's all about creating, right? Sovereign creators. So to be sovereign is to be self-sovereign, to be connected with, like, to be directed from within, as opposed to taking in all the pressures from outside. Oh, I want people to like me, and what if I don't do this, and these people are upset with me. It's like being sovereign is being governed internally. For me, it's a centeredness within guidance of the divine, of God's love, of being connected to my heart, and moving from that place of courage and faith, and operating from that place. And then to be a creator is to actively participate in life. You are creating something. You're not just consuming. You're not just waiting for someone else to tell you what you can and can't do. You are actively pursuing and creating from your gifts to support and share your gifts to others, in this world. Support them in their journeys, express yourself, and continue to grow. So that's the whole concept behind the Sovereign Creator, and that's why I created this. It's an eagle. It's a flying, right? The eagle has perspective. It's powerful. It's graceful. It's beautiful. And I lived in Eagle Crest on Vancouver Island for a number of years, and I would see eagles every morning. So I loved it. Yes, I agree. We're all born with a gift. Rachel, I agree with that. Right now I'm in Australia. So no, I'm not in Alberta yet. That'll be Tuesday. Thanks, Dia, for being a part of the Sovereign Creator community. Appreciate that. Dia is writing a book. I'm excited for that too. Kathy's written, I think, 2 books. Kathy, have you written 2 books now? I know at least one, because you sent me a copy. Timberwood O2, you can find the creator group. So the Sovereign Creators, if you go on timehascome.com, timehascome.com, that's the podcast and that's the online community. Then you have at the web on the website there, you'll have sections. You'll have the writing section, you'll have the podcast after parties, and you'll also have the section for the Sovereign Creators. So you can join there and you can participate in the group chats. You get everything else as well, the writing challenges and the podcast after parties as well. So that's how you join. And then if you're working on something, that's what I'm trying to support people with in their creations. I think that's most important is like, how do we support each other in what we're creating and encourage each other to step further into that, even though it's challenging? Because when you're sharing something from your heart, it can be very difficult. There's often comparison of like, well, what if it isn't good enough? Or what if it's not qualified? Or what if it doesn't, match up to what someone else has created? And so those are some of the self-doubt things that you kind of get through and you get over. And then there's also some of the logistics of like, okay, I have a book, but I just don't know how to get it out there. So, these are some of the Q&A that we do during our Sovereign Creator chats as we work through these things. We talk about these things, what people are creating, what they're working on, celebrate their wins, share what they've accomplished so far, what it's meant to them, what they've learned from it, because ultimately that's the most important thing. What have you learned? How have you grown? What are you giving? What are you sharing? What are you contributing? Those things are the things that you get to keep with you, right? The lessons that you've learned and how you've touched other people's lives. That's the big impact. That's the golden ticket of being a creator in this life. You get to share your gifts. You get to grow, work through stuff. And then you also celebrate and contribute and give to others in a way that impacts them. I've been blessed by so many other people's creative gifts that have impacted my life, and I'm so grateful for them. So I think that's important to also you guys to create. That's why I was talking with Jeff. He's he's helping other people with their gardening. It's like, you can inspire others by documenting that and sharing that, not because you want to be famous or you're trying to get all these likes or make a bunch of money, because you want to share what you're inspired by. You want to share what you love and you want to give that to other people. And maybe somebody else is also interested in gardening and they see Jeff's video and they go, man, I want to do that too. Like, I would love to try that. Or I thought that was really funny the way Jeff made a joke right like this, and he, whatever. So it's just getting outside of that comfort zone and just starting to create. And when you do, it's not perfect and it's not meant to be perfect. It's just meant to get you going, and then you learn. And like I was saying earlier, challenges that come up, that little wobble in the wheel, that's the beautiful part about being creative, is that you then get to see the areas of your life that maybe you have some self-doubt. Oh man, I don't think I'm worthy of this. I got to fix that wobble, because if I just invest a bunch of money and I grow it, but I don't feel I'm worthy enough, man, that insecurity is going to get bad. It's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. You got to deal with it. So that's a beautiful process of creating. And I learned this while I was acting on Heartland too. There was things that would come up while I was studying for a scene, and something I was dealing with would come up, and I'd be like, oh, I got to deal with this. I got to work on this so that I can then, honor the scene and honor the story of what the character is going through. So there's a dual process of growing as an individual, working through those little wobbles of the wheel that can sometimes throw you off track if you don't deal with them. And then as you work with them, you refine that. You find a deeper level of peace and connection to yourself, to a higher power, to your gifts, to others. And then you go, oh, beautiful. And then you give that gift to the world. And then you go, wow, I feel like I've grown so much, through this process. And you want to keep doing it. You want to keep sharing. You want to keep growing. So Instagram's going to cut me off here in 120 seconds. So I gotta wrap this up. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Thank you everyone who was a part of the chat. That was really fun for me. We only got 2 people in here. We had a couple people, just one person that wasn't able to join. I think that was Heather. But thank you, everybody that joined, everybody for their questions. And okay, we had a question here. I'm just trying to. Deborah is saying, I need help with something. Can you please help me? I have pushed try write more. Oh, keeps jumping away from me. Stop it. Okay, how do I pin this comment? Let me pin. There it is. Let's try pinning it. That might help. Okay. I need help with something. Can you please help me? I'm writing a book, autobiography, and I'm stuck on what to do with it after I get done with it. Okay. So, okay. There we go. So thank you for that question. We can talk about that next time, because I got to run here, because otherwise it's going to cut me off in 60 seconds. Again, if you do want to be a part of our Time Has Come community, this is the type of thing we talk about. If you have a question like this, we can work through it on one of our monthly group chats and talk about this, how to support you in this, give ideas from other people as well, and to get your creations out there, because that's important, right? I'll give you a short answer, though. This is my short answer. Go for a walk and listen. It's going to cut me off any second now, but go for a walk and listen to your heart. Ask for guidance if you're a religious person or if you believe in God or just the universe, if that's what you believe in. Just ask for guidance of what your next step is. Don't think too far ahead. Just ask, what is my next step with this autobiography? And have the faith and the courage to follow that step and where it takes you. So listen to your heart, get silent, get out in nature so you're not distracted, and listen to your heart, and your heart will tell you what the next step is, or you'll get that guidance from above and it'll come through you and you'll be like, that's my next step. All right, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. All the best, guys. Cheers.